education people were here, they would kill me for this. But I have this speech. I'm going to use some of it, but let's get this thing. It's going to speak from the heart. I just want to thank James and I'm going to use it, Alex and Marcia and Catherine and Judy for allowing me to participate in this evening. And I want to thank Stephen. I can't tell you how humbled I am to be the recipient of an award that bears your name. Really honored and really humbled by that. Catherine Malone knows that I am the fan of her, or I'm the president of her fan club, and I can't say enough about what she and Junior Achievement have meant to me through my association with them over the last several years. Catherine runs an incredible organization. She has an incredible team. I don't think I can point to another nonprofit organization that's better run than Junior Achievement of New Jersey, and the kind of passion that she and her team have every day to come in and make a difference in the lives of young people across the entire state of New Jersey is unmatched. I can't say enough about Junior Achievement. That's my plug for them. If you're not involved, get involved in Junior Achievement. I was introduced, as James said, we met on the board of Alvin Ailey, and a few, I'm sorry,
yeah.
You all can hear me?
Competition downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Entrepreneurs.
All right, well, let's bring out Turbo Michelle. I met James at Ailey on the board there, and we got together and we had lunch, and he invited me to speak at the Institute on the topic of ethical leadership. And frankly, I didn't even know that there was an Institute of Ethical Leadership, and I remember thinking, oh my God, isn't it awful that we need that? But when I had lunch with him, I learned so much about the value that the Institute brings to young people entering the world, entering their careers, and the support that frankly they provide corporate America and other organizations that will hire folks down the line. And it's really necessary and needed work that the Institute does. And so he asked me to speak, and the topic was around the importance of being ethical in leadership in corporate America. And I remember preparing for that speech, and I actually talked about this at that conference, that when I thought about where's the foundation of my moral compass, Catherine referred to this. It really, for me, started with my parents. And my mother and father really laid the foundation of how I behave, how I see the world, how I show up. I owe that to them. I owe it to teachers as well. And they say it takes a village, but believe me, my mother did not need a village. she had the situation running. And I feel so incredibly blessed that my mother is here tonight. I'm just going to ask her to stand. She and I were talking yesterday, and we were talking about my father. My father passed away in May of this year, and we were talking about how proud he would be, and if he were here and he heard about this, he'd just kind of chuckle under his breath. He'd go, oh yeah? And that would be it. And he'd go, but I wish my dad could be here. I will tell you that I feel his presence here with me, and I feel him with me all the time. But I can't say enough about my mother and father and the impact that they've had on who I am today. So they do say it takes a village, and I will tell you that I brought my village here with me. Because the village helps you, not only helps you sort of lays the foundation for who you are, but the village helps to keep you grounded. And I've got my grounding folks here with me. And so I just would like to take an opportunity to introduce these folks because they're really important to me. And I would tell you that all of those folks that I invited to be here with me tonight, any one of them could be a very well-deserving recipient of the Rutgers Institute for Ethical Leadership Stephen J. Diner Award. And so I have some folks here from my church, and they are my spiritual village that helps keep me grounded. And my pastor is here. He is my spiritual counselor and guider. That's Pastor Winslow Blue. And my godbrother and other folks from my church, my godmothers. This is part of a very important part of my village, and I would ask that they stand. And then I've got my work village here. And these are the people who I will tell you I've gleaned wisdom from, I learned from, and frankly, the people who hold you accountable to show up and to be who you say you are. You kind of don't get to say one thing and do another with these folks. And when I say they hold you accountable, what I mean by that is that that's who they are and that's how they show up. They're honest, they're ethical leaders. They do what they say they're going to do. They inspire me, and I learn from them every day. So my work village folks are here, and I'm gonna ask you all to stand. You know who you are. And then lastly, I have some friends here from the Marion P. Thomas Charter School. And this is why this village story resonates with me, because Marion P. Thomas, their slogan is that it takes a village. And I got invited to join that village probably about 8 or 9 years ago now. When I chaired the Charter School Foundation, and I met this dynamo of a woman, Dr. Karen Thomas, who, by the way, wasn't a doctor then. She's probably gotten 5 or 6 degrees over the last 8 years. But she has an extraordinary vision that far exceeds, just the idea of running a charter school. And she and her team come in every day with the full intent and purpose of making extraordinary differences in the lives of young people across this city. They're progressive, she's thinking ahead, she's building high schools. She is a phenomenal leader of a school where everyone who's a part of that team gives themselves fully to the students that they teach. And so that is why I selected the Marion P. Thomas Charter School to share this evening with me and to be recipients of the grant from the Rutgers Ethical Institute. Please stand. So Karen, I would ask that you please join me here. It's my pleasure to present the Marion P. Thomas Charter School and celebrate your mission to become a 21st century village that is responsive to the needs of students, parents, and the Newark community at large, where scholars are college and career ready, globally aware, and fully equipped to lead in an evolving society. Congratulations and thank you.